Let's see, you made a small sidestep to filmmaking.
Yeah.
This was really successful, as you won a prize with it. Why did you do this?
The three of us, we always like to do things together, projects, ideas, and it doesn't always have to be music. And it's also very refreshing as a band to try and make something else together that is not music. You get to know your friends in the band a new way again, and it's inspiring to see what you also can do. And when you are a musician and you make records, and you also get to work with filmmaking because maybe you make some videos or you make a live film, and so it's not so far away from what we do to think about that. And then suddenly for us it started with collaborating with this French director Vincent Moon, and suddenly we did a lot of small projects together, and suddenly this idea about making a long film started, and that was the one called An Island. That was really incredible project for us to be in. We were really happy about what happened, and so when we started making the new album, we were thinking maybe we can make a new film. So we brought a documentarist with us to this ghost town, and it turned into a complete different film, but yet similar, and it's called The Ghost of Piramida, and it's about this ghost town. It's about us visiting, but really it's about something completely different. It's about this old man who used to live there, and I was very happy that we could help create a film that is not just a portrait of the band, but it's actually a real story, and we're in it, but we're not the main character, you know. Yeah, I had a good time doing that.
And you just said it's a good way to discover other parts about the band members, about getting to know each other more. Do you need to refresh your relationship in the band?
You do.
Every time?
Yeah, you do, because it's I mean, I think if you want to do this together for so many years and so intense, because you know other bands, they maybe have longer breaks and then they go and do other projects, but we mainly only do this project together. So you can come into this bad circle where you sort of think you know everything about the other persons, that you know how they're going to react to certain ideas, you know what they think about this and what they think about that, and it's nice sometimes to be surprised by the others, that suddenly they surprise you by something, or I surprise them by something, so you get a new spirit, new motivation, new energy. Yeah.
And how often do you need this refreshment?
I think every time we make a new album, it always feels like a refreshment. It's a new process, it's interesting, and then we go on tour with the new music, and it's great, it's new, and it's nice, you know, with the album cycle. You make an album, you go on tour, and then after maybe a year, it's like, okay, we played enough with this album. Let's make a new one, and then new things happen. Yeah.
And is it time again already now? Last year?
We're talking about it. Yeah, we're talking about it. But I think before we start making a new album, we have a lot of smaller projects we want to do, and that's also really nice to, instead of go directly into making a full album, that you can test certain things. We've done it before. Then we did some theater music, some smaller projects, and that's a nice way to test things you could do, or just to get inspiration from something else. And I think before we make a new album, we'll do some smaller things.
You already have some ideas for the smaller projects?
Yeah, we have a few ideas. One of them involves a restaurant and food, actually, and I hope that can work. Well, very nice food, very good. I'm not going to explain now. I'll give you the details. It's a
fast
secret.
Food or
No. Very nice food. Yeah, but we also.
Would that be in Copenhagen then? The restaurant?
Yeah, and we're also involved in an opera project, which is it's a big project, of course. It's not a small one, but we are not the main creators. We're just part of it. We're going to contribute, and that's also a really nice thing for us to be part of it.
Your music is quite dreamy. Is this something you want to achieve to the audience?
Yeah, I think dreamy is a nice thing. I think our music is. I think you could. Dreamy makes sense. You know, it's not it's not hard, it's not full of energy. Dreamy makes more sense if you want to describe what we do, and I think in many ways what we try to do with our music is maybe it's a form of escapism. We try to create something that maybe a thing you can listen to and dream a little. You can swim away in the music, and it takes you to a new place that is maybe far from daily life. We don't sing about daily life or political stuff, or it's not about love. You know, sometimes it is, but it's not love stories. And it's yeah, I think that's what we do. Yeah, it's a form of escapism, I guess. It's also the way we make music. Sometimes is we dream about what music could we make. It's a nice thing to be dreaming about. Oh, wonder if we could make music like that, and then try to achieve that dream. It's so yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Did you dream about the music you're making now?
Yeah, I have. I don't dream about. I don't mean like dreaming when you're sleeping. I just mean thinking about it, and you know, like when you have a dream that you want to climb Mount Everest or something. Then it's the same kind of dream where you're like, I wonder if we could make an album that was punk or our way of punk, you know, something like that, and then just to go and see if you can make it work. Or like, I would like to make a film. That's also a kind of a dream, you know. Let's make a documentary film. That's a little dream to have, and then to go and actually make it is beautiful. Yeah.
And where are you going next?
Well, we're touring the whole summer, and tomorrow we're playing Germany, but it's the whole summer through. And we have one more in Holland. We're doing Into the Great Wide Open in September. We've been there once before. It's a great festival. I really like it. And then we're gonna slowly start to not play so much in the fall. We have one tour in Asia, which we look forward to.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's really special, I think, Asia.
Yeah.
And then after this tour, you're preparing for the next album.
I guess so. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks.